Girl meets communism. Okay, I saw what they did there. This is the Naturegirl 30, and this is my review of Girl Meets Communism. Now, I know this is a late review, but I actually took the time on Friday to see Deadpool instead of watching this show. So this review is going to be a little late. But regardless, this is a review of Girl Meets Communism. At first, I thought it was Girl Meets Communism, but they did touch on communism, but on how it makes you common. And I think that that was actually pretty interesting. That was a really great way to blend in the day's lesson on what happened with Farkle and Maya into how communism is. Communism was. Well, it's not really was. But either or, you know what I mean. That it was kind of an interesting way on how they blended the history of communism into what they did, and they made it like communism because they talked about how if you all think the same, it doesn't make you unique. What makes you unique is how you think independently. The ideas that come from someone independently instead of thinking all the same thing, especially if they don't agree with that same thing. And that kind of makes you common because that makes you like everybody else because you think the exact same way as everybody else. I thought that was very clever. I thought that was a clever way to fit in communism, that history lesson, into what is going on in their lives. And I know that Corey is notorious for doing that, but that was done very well here. The one thing that I will say is, as for the characters being able to be molded and changed, I really do see Maya shining a lot more here. I don't know whether or not it's foreshadowing for season 3, but I'm seeing so much growth come out of Maya. And, well, Riley is going the exact same route as her dad. It took Corey a little while to grow up, while Sean was already there because he had life experiences that put him in that situation. So that's the reason why he kind of thought a little differently than Corey did. And Corey had a very sheltered life, so it took him a little time to actually grow up and think for himself. Riley's going the exact same route as her dad, and I'm noticing that throughout season 2 and season 1. Season 2, she's more in confusion mode than anything else, but this was actually taking place before Girl Meets Texas. This is when Zay was still a bully and Clueless. Well, you can call him Clueless Lucas because he pretty much is clueless throughout the entire season, and even with season 1. I'm hoping that season 3 is going to be different for him, but of course Lucas just still remained the same stagnant hot character with zero growth. But other than that, when it comes to Zay, yeah, Zay was a bully here before you actually did see some maturity coming out of Zay. But yeah, Riley was just still in the mode to where she wanted to do everything to help Maya, and she thought that the wrong thing was what she was supposed to do to help her. Now, I'm not going to lie, it would have been nice to see Corey as a dad more than Corey as a teacher more, and actually see Topanga as a mom more than a lawyer. But I know that, well, throughout season 2, we didn't really see a lot of parental interaction with them, even after Girl Meets Texas. And I was hoping that would happen here. I know there was a scene between Topanga and Augie, and how Augie thought that, okay, well, since you're my mother and since you're a very highly successful lawyer, and speaking of that, I kind of like the fact that Topanga just came in, walked in like a superhero, and was like, I win, Topanga. I love that. I love that. It shows how cool she is, and I love Topanga. I really, really do. But the fact that Augie thought that, okay, you're my mom, and I came from you, so I have the genes, so I could be a lawyer without even trying. And I kind of thought that was interesting because Augie kind of realized, no, I can't be a lawyer like my mom because I don't know how to be one. And it's something that he had to learn to do. But in the very end, he hit from a bully by dressing in drag. And it was kind of funny because he looked exactly like Topanga at a young age, which was creepy. But other than that, I just kind of wish it was touched on there, than how Augie sometimes comes to his parents saying, you know what, I tried to be a lawyer today and didn't work. Mom, you're right. I have to work a little harder with that. And I just wish that they had an end scene like that. And also with Riley and Maya, I saw so much growth in Maya, but it also made them realize that if you all think the same, then you won't be individuals, and you won't have individual thinking, and the individualism, well, it didn't go into the individualism. It just went into the fact of being an independent thinker, or just being the fact of, I can't even say independent thinker. What makes you different is the ideas that come from you. What makes you unique is the ideas that come from you. If you all think the same, then you won't be unique. You'll all be the same. You'll all be common. You'll all be average. And in a way, I see his point. But like I said before, that was a great way to blend history in with a life lesson. That was pretty much the ultimate episode, in my opinion, of how he blended in history with life lessons. And I know he does that a lot, but it really did shine in this episode, and I enjoyed that. But I just wish that there was some one-on-one time as a dad with Riley, as well as with Maya, because I know Maya does not have her father around. And I think this was around the time when she was searching for a father figure. And it would have been great to be a dad one-on-one with Maya as well as with Riley. And the same thing with Augie. And to actually be a dad with all three and separate that from being a teacher. It would have been great to see that more. I'm seeing him more as a teacher than as a dad. And I actually prefer to see him as both. But I'm hoping that'll be different for season 3. But other than that, that does not destroy the episode. The episode was still great. And it was a great way to blend history in with life lessons. I am kind of annoyed of how Lucas is still the same hot guy and doesn't learn anything throughout the same episode. But I'm hoping that, like I said, and I'm really trying to have some positive thinking here, that Lucas will change in season 3. And as for Tay, like I said, this was when he was in bully mode. This is way before Girl Meets Texas. This is probably towards the middle of season 2. Or maybe towards the middle, I think probably maybe mid season 2 or the beginning towards the middle, something like that. It was way before that. But other than that, guys, I want to hear your thoughts, because my thoughts is this. This is not destroy the episode for me. I think the episode was really done well. I still wish there was some parental moments where you can actually see all three characters, Maya, Augie, and Riley, have that dad interaction with Corey, as well as the mom interaction with Topanga. I wish I would see that more. I wish I would see a little bit more growth coming out of Lucas, but like I said, it was towards the mid of season 3, so nothing was really challenging for him yet. But as the episodes go on, I see a huge amount of growth coming from Maya than Riley. But like I said, Riley's going the same pace as her dad, as well as Maya actually is in the same situation as Sean. So in a way, she had to grow up faster than Riley did. So they're going a really steady pace with her. So I think that that's great. I think they're going a really steady pace with Riley, and I love the growth that I saw with Maya. But other than that, guys, this really wasn't a bad episode for me. But what are your thoughts on this? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Girl Meets Commonism, because I think that was a great way to blend everything together, and the title is very clever. So honestly, I have no disappointments. I have no I don't think this show is a problem. There's some things I wanted to see a little bit more, but it doesn't really destroy the episode. But guys, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Leave it in the comments. Naturegirl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. Later.